Hey, Brad Kazmarski. One of the other playlists we're going to do is the SFMA. Kind of going through movement. We've gone through the FMS and my versions of correctives and some of the standard correctives. Now we're just going to break out the SFMA from the movement book and from the certifications. So if you've already gone through that, go through it. If not, this will give you a little bit of primer on just the 7-tier breakdown. So the first 7 movements in the SFMA. Each successive video, I'll take you through a section of the screen and we'll break it out farther. So you only use this, the SFMA, if there's pain. So if there's no pain, you don't need to go to this. If there's some sort of pain in the FMS or anything else, you can jump right to this. And we're just going to quickly go through it today, and then we're going to, each video after that, we're going to break it down more specifically to each pattern. So in this video, we're going to start with the cervical, and feet are going to be together for all the purposes of the movement. We're going to take the chin down and just try to touch as far as we can. Just, we're not even going to say a touch, just go down, reach. Then we're going to go up into extension and look up at the ceiling. We're just going to go. And then we're looking now, we're going to rotate, and then we're just going to take our chin down and touch our shoulder, and then go to the other side. We're going to go and touch, and we can also just go and look. They've kind of changed, so we're just going to go and look, and we're just going to measure where we are. They've kind of changed the way they've done the cervical breakout recently, but in general, we're just looking at cervical range of motion. So now we're going to go facing the wall. We're going to go shoulder reach, so kind of like the FMS version, except we're going one arm at a time. So we're just going to reach up, palm can be open, and just wherever you get. So now other arm, we're just looking at where we get. So that's obviously somewhat restricted right there. And then arm above, we're going to reach over and just kind of see where we get. And then other side. And I said we'll get specific of what this means in the following videos. Alright, facing this way now. Go feet together, arm up, and just reach down, and just get a flexion pattern. So we're just going to round to a toe touch. And then feet together, and now we're going to go into an overhead extension. And I'll tell you what to look for in the next videos. And now arms by the sides, and we're just going to hit a rotation. So we're just going to rotate. And then the other way, we're going to rotate. So we did, and these last 3 are multi-segmental flexion, extension, and rotation. And now, standing on one foot, we're just going to raise up, and there's a whole series of single leg stance. And we're not going to break it all out now, but there's a single leg stance 3-part assessment here. So you can do the other leg too if you want. Just to see, we're looking at left to right, single leg stance, and some farther down functions of eyes closed, swinging, etc. And now, feet together, arms overhead, just the overhead squat. So we're not doing the broomstick or any of the other stuff we did in the FMS. We're not being very particular with the board. We're just doing an overhead squat. Alright, thanks. So each video, that's just the 7 breakouts. Each video after that, or I'm sorry, that's just the top tier 7. Each video after that, we'll break out each of those areas and tell you where to go from there. Anytime there's pain, if you can't deal with that, you need to send it out. But this just gives you an idea. We're all dealing with people in pain, whether it's ourselves or someone else, so it helps to be able to know specifically what to send someone out for. So going through the movement book, and the FMS that we've already done, and some of the Kelly Stretch stuff, we're breaking out now. We're going to SFMA and seeing what we can find.